Thanks for joining. This is my TCM Health Betterment updates, May 2024. And for those new to my sharing, this is a quarterly sharing that I make it a point to, in the way, put in place some informations that are relevant to whoever you are. And most of them are my friends. And we shall be learning something that is going to, in the coming month, what can we do to help ourselves in the area of, from a TCM perspective. Okay. So I'll be sharing a view with regards to some discussion on the weather changes and what are the common things that may happen. So these are my updates. In a way, I'm Dr. Clement Ng. I'm a TCM practitioner from Singapore, and I'm not a first career TCM practitioner. And I believe most of you already know who am I. I'm the president of Singapore Acupressure Association. I'm also the chairman for the Technical Committee on Complementary Medicine and Health Product. We are looking to the standardization in the area of complementary medicine, Chinese medicine, supplement as well as cosmetic in Singapore, and I represent Singapore in the ISO TC 249. So some of my profile. And also to help update all of you, I believe I'm the trainer with the most number of students in the world. So currently I have 148 country students, more than 6,000 of them worldwide. So I welcome you to be part of my bigger global family. Allow me to introduce my company. My company is TCM and YOU. It was thought of back in 2003. It was formally founded on website 2005, incorporated on as a private limited 2018. So just what you need to know about TCM and to become a beautiful you, stronger you, calmer you, smarter you, and healthier you. That's my 5U that I set up when I developed and I founded this company. And from the point of view of Chinese medicine, I believe that the needs driven is more relevant rather than the conventional Chinese medicine way of what we call it a heat cleansing, qi nourishing, and those are very much far-fetched. That a lot of people may not be able to appreciate what exactly it's all about. So I'm basically narrow down to the needs driven basis. In today's agenda, I'll be sharing the following. This is the latest thing, albino condition. I'll touch on some background of TCM health betterment approaches for those who are new to me in my entire series of program, and what you can do for the coming months. And I'll take the opportunity from today to share some course preview. And this will be recorded and subsequently put online for anybody who are keen to learn more about my courses, and we have some discussions. So in my article that I sent up recently, that I have mentioned regards to these particular conditions, I have an update every quarter, and my updates per quarter is typically aligning with the solar term changes. I'll be sharing with you what the solar term is the later part of today's sharing. But due to the specific climatic condition known as El Nino conditions, where there's a changes in the entire ocean current and as well as the wind direction of how the warmer water in the equatorial center and eastern Pacific Ocean reacted. So they're characterized by a hotter and drier condition in Southeast Asia, including Singapore, and has brought forward the typical hot and humid climate usually experienced after May. So our current weather changes is extremely hot. And this hot technically should become after May, where the northern hemisphere entering what we know as the summer. And because of these weather changes, many of the conditions brought forward and the recommendation are subsequently I highlight to all of you, we can take note of that, and it can be last all the way to near end July, early August. So to share with you something I have update what I have covered in the February, living with COVID. I believe as I reported in February, after the start of the spring climate change correspond to a period of high prevalence of infectious diseases. From a cold weather in the November period to a spring early February, we experiencing a very windy conditions. And that windy condition typically align with the higher incidence of what we call infectious diseases, viruses and stuff like that. So in the past couple of incidents, the new viruses typically come about from February to March period. But now the condition, as we may be aware, the COVID-19 cases has increased again. And with the number of cases on hand-foot-mouth disease also on the rise. What's hand-foot-mouth disease? This is a case where it affected more children, but adults too have such a condition as well. So my advice to all of you is living with COVID is a constant thing that we are looking at. So you're still advised to continue to put on your mask. Pay attention to your personal hygiene and that of your family. Improve your immunity and do not ruin the achievement you have worked so hard the last couple of years, more than 3 years now. COVID is a pandemic. And in my past discussions since 2019, COVID is different from the normal influenza or the virus that we are familiar with. We consider COVID virus as a pestilence pathogenic factor for those who have attended my TCM fundamental class. So I consider this particular word E, pandemic, and how Chinese medicine approaches E, a case of pandemic of occurrence, has been well documented in the entire history of Chinese medicines. And it was described as a kind of acute febrile disease which was caused by a pestilent pathogen and is highly infectious. And there are some in documentation with regards to COVID, regards to the pestilent pathogens. It was documented that in the literature that during pandemic all people will be infected. I believe all those in the class right now, every one of you most likely has at least once COVID. I hope that you will stay at one. I mean, there's a condition whereby I always highlight if A plus B don't change, C is the only constant. So if you are the one that have caught multiple COVID, you must be ponder upon it. Why you instead of other people. So pandemic break out in summer. This statement I want to highlight here because we are entering summer. So COVID may come again. I mean, that's just from documentation that I have in a way come across. So in the next few months, besides the hot weather, please take care of yourself. Wear a mask. I'm still wearing a mask when I'm at clinic or when I do house call or when I go in my car, in my bag. There's always a mask available. So do wear a mask. We are already past the mask generations. Like my son will never leave a house without a mask. So he has been growing up through the mask generations. So now let me share with you something new for those that are joining my course. As I said, every update I'll cover something new that I developed in the past couple of months. Transition from health to illnesses. In my many sharing, I have discussed that I don't treat cancer. I'm a TCM practitioner that I don't think I'm a cancer specialist, and I don't aspire to be a cancer specialist. And I will share with you the reason why I keep insisting that I don't treat cancer. And there are many claim to be a cancer specialist out there. By all means, go to them in the event that you may have this eventuality. But I hope that will not come. So let me share with you about health to illnesses. How illnesses come about in the first place. Every one of us are product of times. You are who you are today not because of something you have done yesterday. You are who you are today because of the many, many years that you are, your lifestyle, whatever activity that you conducted, your inner endowment, and they have made who you are. So I always discuss that every one of us here, none of us are the same. And for those who attended my medical diet class, herbal diet class, I kept sharing that there's no such thing as a good diet. Be it that you are interested in vegetarian diet, keto diet, intermittent diet. All these are just as good as a person who push for it. All diet are as good as a person who advocate it. That's about it. So from transition from health to illnesses is a process of time. Just like every one of us, we are a product of time. So let's discuss transition from health to illnesses. We start from health, being healthy. Hope that everyone are healthy. If you are healthy, good for you. You have all the opportunity in life to work for it. And those who are aware that why I'm able to or why I keep insisting that health education should be part of the SkillsFuture education is because without health, without the knowledge of health, whatever knowledge and skill that you have is irrelevant. So being healthy is an ideal state. And starting from this state, what will be the next state? Fatigue. The moment you feel tired, feeling tired, lethargic, taking naps during the day and sleeping more at night, and with a loss of appetite, what it means is now you're entering a second stage of your health. You are already experiencing certain discomfort in life. Your entire life sequence, routine has been in a way been affected. You are feeling tired now. Feeling tired itself is your body telling you that you are already overexerting yourself. It's about time you need to look into that and pay attention to that. And if you choose to ignore the fatigue and not being well rested, because work-life balance is important. Time in Chinese medicine, we will to trace back to the entire Huangdi classic of medicines. 劳逸结合 work-life balance is important. So the next phase of life will be what we call fever. You will start experiencing a body going into a mechanism whereby sometimes you feel hot flushes. Body feel warm in the night or in the day. This warmness that you are in the body start to experiencing, it indicates that the internal organ system are currently overworked. There's a certain deficiency in terms of the internal fundamental substances from TCM perspective. Like your fluid, your essence or qi is currently diminishing and you are overexerting, the engine overwork. Just like imagine your car or anything that you keep using your mobile phone. After a while or overusing, what happens? You turn warm. So the body starts to have a defense mechanism of the body improve. This warmness in the body is to promote detoxification. So body will kick in and self-regulate. So this feverish sensation that you're experiencing right now will be something that telling you that it's worth paying more attention. And having a fever, it can indicate that one is at least in the second stage of illness development. So now your body are going into a defense mode, trying to build certain defense, allowing your body to react subsequently if there's more changes or changes may come along the way. Then when we look into the next stage of health is where now what happened? You will start to experiencing certain allergic reactions. What is called allergic reaction? Allergic reaction refer to the fact that now in the body itself, when toxins start to accumulate in the body, to a certain extent, the body initiate a protective mechanism and accelerate the internal activity to eliminate the toxin. So when this elimination process kick in, you will start to experiencing conditions that are appearance external to your body. Typical symptoms such as the urgency to urinate, there's an intestinal motility, nauseating, vomiting, itchy skin, start to feeling anxiety, irritability, and it may come to a situation where you're easily angry for no reason whatsoever. And cases of headaches and slight pain elsewhere, or insomnia, weight gain, unpleasant body odor, or you start to appear to have dull compressions, and for ladies, they may go into a situation like irregular menstruation. So this is called allergic reaction. Your body now, different organ systems are start to behaving in the different states. And this allergic reaction itself is your body entering fourth stage. The second to fourth stages are typically diagnosed as sub-healthy states. So this is called sub-health, where you may encounter a condition of insomnia, itchiness. And when you see doctor tell you nothing happened. There are no medical indicators showing that you are sick, but you are currently experiencing a condition whereby your internal body are already not well. And if you choose to ignore this particular allergic reaction, now your body will enter the next stage. We call it the inflammations. So inflammation is the most intense stage of the body detoxification and cell recovery activities. And during this stage, what happens? The toxin in the body usually gather in a specific organ or part of the body for concentrated elimination. So you notice that at your joint area and some of your organ systems, they are responsible for detoxification. For example, your gallbladder, your kidney system, your joint. This is an area will start to experiencing inflammations. And because of the accumulated toxin continuously stimulate this area, inflammation occur. So now what happened? It becomes evidence. This is a critical moment. The action taken at this time determine whether you recover health or vitality or allow the disease to deteriorate further. So when the body starts to feel warm and inflammation occur, the condition or internally you may experiencing certain degree of feverish reaction. Your fever condition now become more and more appearance. You can feel something. But if you are the person who are highly determined and you say that, okay, nothing wrong. So what happened? You go into the next stage, where now you start to have ulcerations. This becomes evidence. Indicate that the body has been under prolonged distress, with many cells and tissue being destroyed. Now there's discharging process. Usually there's an intense pain at this time. Ulcer can occur internally, maybe in your stomach, in your intestine, in some part of the organ, or externally, more appearance. So for example, recurring mouth ulcers, stomach ulcers, sore appearance on the arm and the legs. So these are ulceration occurrence that start to become appearance. And now is the time most of you will seek treatments. So what I want to highlight here is that I'm never against evidence-based. So I want to highlight to all of you, the moment the evidence base is observable, actually it's already, this particular individual has already went through multiple stages of illness progressions. So what's the next stage? It becomes what we call a growth. Why growth start? A growth is a form of hardening where tissue is hardened and fill in damaged tissue due to the ulcer or other reasons. You have a cyst, you have a fibroid, you have a growth in the body. It can be benign at this stage. Toxins harmful to human health are encapsulated within the set formed after the hardening of the tissues, which is a method by which a human body isolates toxic substances, preventing them from freely spreading everywhere. So when you have a growth internally, it's a body self-defense. Now, there's a choice. We can coexist happily. And this can be some of the treatment protocol is being advised nowadays. But if this growth were to continue to grow, then what happens? That's when we talk about cancer. So cancer, this is the formation of growth is the final state in which the human body can still control the cells. If the bad habits leading to the development of the disease persist to this stage, the cell begin to misbehave, endlessly absorbing toxin, ultimately causing changes in the genetic coding. They become savage and chaotic, and as a result, the cell become disordered. In this way, this is called cancer. So this is the ultimate stage of disease deteriorations. And if the cause of this situation remain unsolved, the result will be fatal. So what I want to highlight to all of you is transition from health to illness take times. From health to feeling tired, to having a feverish sensations, to what we call allergic reaction, start to have urination and stuff like that, to what we call inflammations, and subsequently we have an ulcer and growth, and eventually cancer. It takes time. So question is, why wait till cancer then come and seek treatments? That is my stance. This is called sub-health. And this is where I want to operate in. And in the past many years, those who attended my class understand what I'm coming at. To me, Training is called curing the mind, telling you that you may be sick and all of us will die. We are all born to die anyway. So the question is how we live our life is a progress in time. So every one of you here maybe have 20 years runway. For example, I'm 55. Estimating they have 85, I have 30-year runway. So what should I do in the next 30 years? I want to walk in the park until 85. So what should I do now? Do I wait till something happen, then I go and think about it? Or I can start to plan something up. So this is where the series of programs that I put in place is to educate people, but sad to say that actually most people who come for classes are already sick, one way or another. But anyway, it's good to know. And as I highlight, the SkillsFuture is 25 to infinity. My youngest student is 11 years old, but my eldest student is 91 years old. So there are many approaches in TCM to help Betterment. So this is where I go into, and such as what we call basic principle in TCM is to prevent before disease strike. We call it the prevention. And subsequently to intercept before pathological changes. Interceptions. It's okay to be sick. For example, if you have a diabetic, if you have hypertension, it's fine. Let's manage it and make sure that you don't deteriorate. A case of hypertension, a case of diabetic never kill you. It's a complication of these illnesses, this condition that eventually kill you. So question is, can we intercept any pathological changes? And at the same time, it's also to nourish after recovery from diseases. Like for example, I talk about COVID just now. People have multiple COVID. The fact that you have one COVID meaning that your body is weak and you can be nourishing yourself before the next come again. And I have developed a new class of stroke and stroke prevention, stroke sequels. Every hour in Singapore, one person stroke. And that's a fact because it's on average 26 stroke a day in Singapore. So on every hour, there's new stroke patients. And 90% of the stroke is preventable. And one stroke may not kill you, the second stroke may kill you. So we need to nourish after recovery from a disease to prevent any possible relapse. And we have to look into seasons, timing, locality, and individuals. And that brings me to our topic today, which is on the timing area. That's why I always make it a point to share every quarter. And in TCM discussion on the common method of health maintenance or health betterment, we have time cyclical approach, whereby I'll be discussing today my quarterly sharing. Mentality regulating approach, where 70% of the illnesses nowadays we observe in the clinical setting are typically emotionally driven. If you are able to inhale, exhale, calm your breathing, we call it mindfulness, you'll be able to calm yourself down. So dietary regimen, I'll talk about diet, eat, and talk about Qigong approach. I train Qigong. Personally, I practice 八段锦. I developed one of the choreograph, one of the 八段锦 under my own name. I call it CN 八段锦. Body constitution, where each and every one of us are of different body constitution. The need to understand who you are is important before you embark on the journey of health, betterment through diet. And scrubbing approach, the use of the meridian knowledge can help you in this particular area, and acupuncture approach, and subsequently the medication approaches. So in TCM context, when the approach a person is not well or well, the illnesses or the use of the medicine actually come last. If you are able to do all the above, actually you can skip the medicine part, because health betterment should be a daily activities. And you are encouraged to join my program starting from this course, known as TCM Fundamental Essential Diagnosis class. And this is already in the 15th run. I have conducted 15 times. The next class will be in July, and you're welcome to join. And this is a very important class to start up with, because I'll share with you what is called yin and yang, what's called fire element, and all this language the TCM practitioner use. A lot of people say, I want to know how to cure stroke, how to cure whatever. But the thing in the first place, you must know how illnesses come about. So the TCM class are organizing every odd month of the odd month, Friday night. So the next class will be in July. You're welcome to join the program. And I have basic medicated diet class teaching you what to eat. And this course will be in early June. Yeah. June period, I skip the month of the week of 10th of June. I'll be overseas. Something that I have to commit for my family. Yeah. It's a school holiday. So this class will be sharing with you. I'll talk about it in a short while. What to eat, when to eat, how to eat, understand who you are, and eat according to the season and according to the time. So this will be in the month of June. And let's discuss about what we're going to cover today. Time and seasonal health management approach according to season and time. Why is important? Why this is important? Because in terms of solar terms, what is the solar terms? Under UNESCO Intangible Cultural Heritage of Humanity, the 24 solar terms, knowledge in China of time and practices developed through observation of sun and annual motion. This has been in a way inscribed in 2016 as on the representative list of the Intangible Cultural Heritage of Humanity. So according to Huangdi, man comes to life through the qi of heaven and earth, and he grows and develops in accordance with the laws of the four seasons. So that's very important for us to appreciate, understand the changes in weather. And in my many discussions I have discussed and shared that in Singapore, while a lot of people say that we don't have four seasons, but actually there is. So what will happen is, according to the solar term, the changes in solar terms, on May 5th, we just passed the day. The northern hemisphere will mark the commencement of the summer season with the 7th solar term, we call it the 立夏, commencement of the summer. So this or summer commencement. So during this period, what happened? So Singapore just 1 degree north of the equator, we will be entering a uniquely Singaporean summer. And now you are going through that. In a sense, characterized a very hot, humid weather coupled with thundery shower. So you notice a couple of days ago, heavy thundery shower, and today it's very hot and very humid. So this is damp, heatiness solar term. And to share with you that whether Singapore have a 4 seasons. And to outline this, let me bring up this particular chart. As you can take a look at this diagram, Singapore is 1 degree north. So our general weather pattern follow what happened in the northern hemisphere. The northern hemisphere are now entering summer. So what happened to us? From May, June, July period will be the time where our weather will be hottest. And similarly, similar to those what happened in the summer area, now the weather will be hot, but there will be thundery shower. So as I mentioned in the notes I set up, this warmness that we're experiencing actually supposed to come after May, but it brought forward by the El Nino. And now the hotness will only continue. So those who are having what we call symptoms on our body respond significantly to the changes in the weather. So in my article, I highlight that because of the fact that the El Nino effect, we anticipate intensified heat in the coming month until late July, followed by drier day thereafter. And now it's rain and hot together. Come June, August, it will be dry and hot, and the hotness will all the way last until October. So I urge all of you to stay hydrated, carry a water bottle whenever you venture outdoors. Remember to drink before you are thirsty to prevent heat stroke. Having a small flask, a vase with you is something that you are encouraged to do. All my family members carry a small tumbler, like a milk bottle. For me, like a milk bottle. Just bring along with you. Because when you feel thirsty, within half an hour, if you don't have ability to drink something, your body internal temperature will flare up. So remember this, always carry a water with you. I have a bottle in my car and my bag as well. So this is what happened during this season. Those who are prone to eczema, for those who have damp, heatiness body constitution, characterized by symptoms such as eczema, skin rashes, or we call it urinary tract infections. Extra care must be taken during the coming month to prevent the triggering of such symptoms. Especially ladies, because as I said, the weather is hot and humid. If you don't take care of yourself, these are something that is quite common. And actually, from TCM practitioner perspective, the understanding of the weather will also allow us to stop the necessary medication in the clinics. Because people may not, you tell people not to do that, they still do that. So eventually it will come anyway. 我终于一天等到 something along that line. So common illnesses under the influence of high temperature, heat and humidity, some illnesses will occur more frequent during this period. Digestive system diseases, headaches, skin diseases as I outlined, as well as cardiovascular diseases. Cardiovascular diseases have a two, in a way, highest occurrence period. One is during the hotter season, one is during the colder seasons. So this is where during the weather turn hot, those who suffer from cardiovascular diseases also must take care. So digestive system diseases, why during this period? So as the weather gets hotter, it's common for most people to crave for cold drinks and cooling foods. So when this coldness entering the body, often leading to development of diarrhea, cold appetite, as well as we call it gut acid reflux. You are damaging your body because outside feel hot, immediately drink cold drink. This is a myth. Try not to drink too much cold drink. So what happened from a TCM perspective during this period is best to consume food which have heat cleansing and diuretic property, such as porridge and soup. Maybe whether hot you don't like it, but trust me, to nourish your body, porridge is the best in the way food to nourish your body. Because the in-nourishing of the rice water, porridge, can quench your thirst faster than any other thing. So this will help to quench thirst, promote fluid secretion, relieve heat and nourishing to the body. And such as watermelon, bitter gourd, plum, strawberry, tomatoes, cucumber, and green beans. Green beans can come out now. Green beans is a cooling medicine, cooling herbs or cooling food per se. But now the weather itself is cooling, so which has a certain refreshing effect. And watermelon is sweetest and most fresh during the summer period, because this is seasonal fruits, and you are encouraged to take seasonal fruits. Another seasonal fruits you can take is called durian. July durian is the best. Then what happens? Drinking a cup of warm ginger water in the morning can help to alleviate symptoms such as fatigue, lost appetite, insomnia due to the humid weather. This is something that you can consider, especially in Singapore context. Ginger is something that you're encouraged to have readily available in your family, in your kitchen per se. So ginger can also be appetizer that strengthen the spleen visceral system, prevent coldness to the stomach, and preventing from catching a cold. So ginger is something that I like. I encourage to have this at home. Next is called headaches. Why headaches? High temperatures, humidity, thundery showers, and sudden weather changes often induce or worsen headaches. You will feel it, especially when coupled with lack of sleep and emotional fatigue. The symptom can be moderated through ensuring adequacy of fluid intake, avoidance of cold foods. For me, if I drink too cold stuff, my head will pain. And regulating your emotion and observe adequate rest as an adjuvant treatment. So another issue, commonly identified illnesses is called skin diseases. The hot and humid climate is an ideal breeding ground for fungus and bacteria, increasing the risk of skin diseases, especially for those prone to perspirations. And those who have qi deficiency, those who are in a way on the weaker constitution side, where it high prone to perspirations. So sweat, if not promptly and thoroughly removed, can create conditions ripe for fungus infection and skin irritations. And this is the reason why the higher occurrence of UTI, especially for women. And therefore, maintaining good personal hygiene, including regular bathing, ensuring the skin stays dry, is essential during this period. Additionally, regularly washing and disinfecting clothes, blankets, and towels can help to prevent spread of infection agents and promote skin health. So it's something that you can consider. And why cardiovascular diseases during this period? As the weather becomes hotter, it's crucial to prioritize cardiovascular health. I mentioned when the weather turns hot, you have to take care of your cardiovascular, the blood vessel. When the weather turns cold, you also do the same thing. In TCM, summer aligns with hot qi, fire elements, emphasizing the need to protect against heat-related illnesses and cardiovascular issues. So during this period, what happened? The fire element theory that I shared in my fundamental class, in this diagram itself, the five element theory come about and what is to help us to identify and understand the interrelationship among the different organ biospheric systems in the body. All organ systems within this piece of skin that you see, they are interdependent, interinfluencing. When one organ not feeling well, the next organ will be affected at the same time. And under the summer will correspond to the fire element and correspond to the heart system. So the current weather is especially in a way conducive for a heart-related condition to prevail. So we need to pay attention to this particular area of health. So with the rising temperature, our heart space aided strain, making it essential to take proactive steps to maintain our heart health. So this includes a balanced diet, regular exercise, stress management. Protecting our heart ensure a healthier summer ahead. So while they may not call it a summer, but the next few months will be hot. So they can call it uniquely Singapore summer. And while many of us may be spending more time at home due to the hot weather, with the aircon on, it's crucial to keep spirit high. Consider engaging in online courses. You can always take my course. Stay mentally coordinated and stimulated and maintain a regular daily schedules. All my courses are online actually. I'm trying to run a classroom class in the month of July or August. And I have in fact, come next week, I have a classroom class with people associations. I can also join those classes. But I make it a point, my own classes, I make it online. Online, I quite convenient nowadays. Just to highlight one particular context. As I mentioned, my courses are approved under SkillsFuture. And SkillsFuture advocate knowledge and skill, and are fully supportive of this. And knowledge and skills is important. And if you are healthy, then what happens? You have everything. But what happens when the health go away? Is your knowledge and skill relevant? Answer is no. I mean, in my corporate career that I'm in, I retrenched people when I was 30 years old. If you are not well, how long do you think your company will keep you? Not long, maybe 6 months max. So the knowledge of health is where you will go a long way. And that's where I urge all of you to consider spending some of your time, some of your investment in health. It may not be in my course. You are strongly encouraged to join the Singapore College of TCM, where I was the vice president there. I'm helping them to advertise it. My good friend is there. So but if you are keen to learn something more general, and you are welcome to join my program. So let me at this point share with you what you can do in the coming month in the area of acupressure massage. I like to use acupressure massage because everyone has your two hands. And if you have with your hand with simple tool, the one I have here is scraping tool, you can go a long way to help yourself maintaining your health. Because while you're sitting there listening to me, your internal body is very busy. The dinner that you have just taken is going through your digestive system. Your heart is pumping, your blood is flowing. So through the use of acupressure massage, what we do, we're using external force to make our internal qi flow better. So now let me discuss some of the key acupoints that I highlighted in my article to all of you. The 4 acupoints are namely 极拳 acupoint, 曲池 acupoint, 尾中 acupoint, 内观 acupoint. So where are these 4 points? These 4 points are as follows. 极拳, this is a point on the heart meridian, located at the apex of the axilla, right at the apex of the axilla. This particular point, the acupuncture point of the iliac arteries is an important acupuncture point of the heart meridians. So massaging this point can help to cleanse heatiness from the heart. And during this couple of months, as the weather turns hot, simple action of massaging this way, pressing it down and just massage. Either side is fine. Go a long way to cleanse heatiness from the heart systems. So method is by massaging about 3 minutes or at least once a day. The 3 minutes arbitrary, so basically just put it down there a couple of seconds is fine. So you can do it at home. You find it very awkward in the public. But actually, trust me, you do it in the public, nobody see you. Everybody busy with their phone. So go ahead and do it. Then the next point called cheats. This acupoint is LI11. It's a number 11 acupoint on the large intestine meridian, located on the side of the elbow in the depression, belong to the large intestine. This is the acupoint where the dampness of the large intestine meridian gathered. The large intestine meridian responsible for the detoxification of the body. So this acupoint is located at the side of the hand. You can identify a bone here known as a lateral epicondyle. And from this bone to your elbow, there's a depression right here. So this depression corresponds to what we call 曲池 acupoint. And this particular pose that most of us will do while waiting for somebody, the Sir Stamford Raffles pose, I always call it Sir Stamford Raffles pose. Just massage. This acupoint is a very regulating points. So method, press massage for about 3 minutes at least once a day. Actually, whenever you are free while waiting for somebody, don't waste time. Just massage. I always tell my participants, don't waste time. Fiona, you know. So, next acupoint called 尾中. 尾中 point is just behind our knee. So while you are sitting there at the back of the knee on the midway of the popliteal crease, this is popliteal crease, belong to the bladder meridians. Bladder meridians is the largest detoxification and dampness channel of the human body. So while you are seated there, just put your hand on your knee, put your palm on your knee, and your middle finger go behind your knee. So that will be the case you can identify the point 尾中. So 尾中 point is a sewage outlet of these channels. So you can tap massaging 3 minutes at least once a day. This particular acupoint, there are some TCM practitioners out there who practice bloodletting. And this is one of the common areas when they do the bloodletting. Those who know me, I don't practice bloodletting. Because of some, personally, I don't advise doing so unless you are in an environment where the hygiene factor is being well taken care of. Other than that, bloodletting may be a possible channel for cross-contaminations. So this is called 尾中 acupoint. And the next acupoint I want to share is on the 内观. This acupoint can unbind the chest. Located on the inner aspect of the forearm, 2 foot above the wrist line in between the two tendons. The acupoint belongs to the pericardial meridian. To find this point is very straightforward. Put your thumb on the forearm and you turn left and right. The moment you turn left and right, you will find 2 parallel tendons. You notice 2 parallel tendons? And the point is just 3 fingers for the palm, 3 fingers this way, and 2 tendons, this will be the point. So, 内关 acute point, massaging this point can help to maintain the heart, relieve heartache, palpitation, and chest tightness. I'm born with mitral valve prolapse. It's a condition quite common to many Singaporeans out there. I get to know this after I meet many of my friends as well as my patients, where my mitral valve don't close properly. This is a point whereby it can be life-saving. So you can just gently press on the point, pushing it to the front, or you can just press a point, gently open and close the hand. As you do this, just inhale, exhale. It's quite a common point to use. So this is called 内关. So these are the 4 acute points that I share in articles that will be useful for you to practice in the coming month. And to know more about this, I encourage you to join my program, my Acupressure massage class, or in my Meridian class, in the fundamental class. So medicated diet. What is a medicated diet? A medicated diet is just a normal diet that you prepare at home. But on it, what you do, you add in something that you eat. Take for example, in the coming month, the weather will be hot and humid. And you'll be so what can we do to help ourselves? You can consider this couple of diet. We call it bitter gourd rib soup, alcohol barley soup, 3 beans and barley drinks, astragalus tea, integrating tea. Okay, let me go through. Bitter gourd rib soup. Ingredients, we have bitter gourd. Bitter gourd, 苦瓜, is a stable diet that you encourage to have at home. In Singapore context, because of 1 degree north and the island states, hot and damp throughout the years in general, bitter gourd is something that you can have at home throughout the years. For my family, we take it at least once a week. Onion and ginger. So this particular simple recipe can help to cleanse summer heat and dampness. And it improves eyesight and detoxify. Alcohol barley soup. Ingredient-wise, alcohol is called 土茯苓. It's different from the 茯苓white color. This is a slightly brownish color. Barley and sugar to taste. What we have here is barley is a stable diet now you're encouraged to take throughout for this couple of months. Because barley can help to drain dampness and heatiness from the body. And the alcohol is especially good for those experiencing what we call eczema. If you have eczema, alcohol can cleanse heatiness, detoxify, diuretic, and curing heat and dampness during this period. Sugar is to taste, up to you. Then we have red dates longan porridge to help those who to ease yourself into sleep. For the heart, red dates, longan, rice, stock sugar to taste, and nourish the heart and the spleen. And this formula itself can help to make you improve the quality of sleep. You can take it as a dinner, especially for those who have, for my case, my hand is pink. If your hand is yellowish, it indicates that you are spleen system deficiency. For those with yellowish skin tone, chances are you have difficulty falling asleep. For TCM perspective, for those who have went through the acupressure massage class with me, the spleen meridian has a direct connection to the heart systems. And this connectivity allows the nourishing of, spleen responsible for the production of blood in the body. And the blood being produced will be nourishing the heart and allow us to have a good night's sleep. So this red dates longan porridge is especially useful for those who want to have a good night's sleep. You can do it with the rice, just red date and longan, take a drink, and that's good enough. And the 3 beans and the barley soup, this is something for beauty purposes. Green bean, red bean, and black bean. This is a famous drink from Zhang Songji, actually. Barley soup. Rock sugar to taste, and you have strengthening the spleen, dispelling dampness, and relieve heatiness, heaty and quenching thirst, reducing swelling and diuretic. This is the beauty recipe. So it can help in a sense to, in a way, doing what we say here, strengthening the spleen and dispelling dampness. And 三豆汤, and the barley is here. And the last herb I want to highlight is evergreen that I always highlight. Astragalus Qi Invigorating Tea. Ingredient is astragalus, woodberry, red dates. Now I add in honeysuckle. Honeysuckle is not Jinghua. This formula is actually a formula that I recommended way back 2019 as a COVID preventive medicines to strengthen the body. I mean, that exists in the past, 2019, I believe you come across. Number 1 formula, number 2 formula whatsoever, but those are developed in China. It may not be relevant to the Singapore weather patterns. So I recommended this in the sense that it will help to, in a way, suitable for people with deficiency of qi and those prone to illness, cold. So this is to improve immunity. So this is a simple formula here. We have the Huang Qi, astragalus, red dates, woodberry, and the honeysuckle. Honeysuckle is here because the next couple of months weather will be hot. And Jinghua honeysuckle has a heat cleansing property. So if you feel that your body is too warm, this is something to build your immunity to prevent, for example, now the eventuality coming again, COVID. Vaccine doesn't stop virus from coming. Vaccine only help you to fight the virus in the event you caught the virus. But why caught the virus then fight the virus? Why don't defend yourself against virus in the first place? That's your immunity come into play. Mastering the knowledge of skill and health betterment is the best gift you can give yourself, your family, and your friends. This is a cliche, but I keep saying this. Father, mother in the class today, if you are healthy, your children will be happy. Children in the class today, if you are healthy, your father, mother will be happy. This is something that we hope to have more friends to come and learn better in health betterment. So at this point, I've covered 1 hour and allow me, if you have a stay on, I have SkillsFuture credit approved class. Allow me to give you some overview of what I have covered. So this is my older me. All my courses are, I have developed an essential TCM skill for health and wellness practitioners. This series of programs have been approved since 2018. And now all my courses are SkillsFuture approved and UTAP approved. Meaning, if you have your SkillsFuture credit, remember, their $500 will expire next year. NTUC member, you're encouraged to join NTUC member. Ng Ming is doing a great job. Support him. Okay, UTAP itself is already there for us, those above age of 40. You will have $500 per year you can use, and 50% you can claim my 50% cost fee of my course from the UTAPs. So you can consider doing this. These are my latest course, and I'll send to all of you. And I have developed this program, TCM Fundamental Essential Diagnosis, as I covered. Meridian Knowledge and Skill class already started. Basic Acupressure Massage class I'll be starting. Medicated Diet class I'll be starting. The TCM Pediatric Care Application. Why specifically TCM Pediatric Care? As I said, we are all product of times. If you have children who are not well, do something about it. Don't expect that they'll outgrow it. This is a very pessimistic move. What happens if they cannot outgrow it? Then you talk about what we care about women's health. I have a specific course of women's health. Previously, I have a course of TCM for men. But the TCM for men never successfully run at all because the men never admit that it helps. But the women's health is important. Why? The women are unique in the sense that they have menstruation, they have here, they have what we call lactation, pregnancy, lactation, and menopause. So women have multiple life, multiple stages. And there's a saying, if you can cure a woman's problems, man's problem is given. So we have pain management, looking into how we address pain. No, don't tell me that you have high pain tolerance, because by the time you cannot tolerate your pain, it's also too late. Then you talk about stroke and stroke cycle management. This is something that dear to me as the president of Singapore Acupuncture Associations. As I said, we are looking at 1 stroke cases every hour in Singapore. Every one of us knows somebody has stroke. 1 in 4 people will be stroke in their lifetime. So that means somebody in our class today will be stroke. I'm not condemning you, I'm just telling you the factual numbers. And self-help management will look into how to manage insomnia, GERD, and acid reflux. So, and I have developed essential wellness skill as well. You are encouraged to join my class TCM Fundamental, and this will be in July. As I said, on Friday. And there's also a Chinese program that you can join if you want. All my Chinese program, make it a point to put in the morning. So you'll be on the Monday morning, starting from 27 May. So this is, you can attend TCM Fundamental Essential Diagnosis. Then we have the TCM Basic TCM Medicated Diet class, where I look into the why, what, where, when, how, why of eating diet. So this class will be in June. As I said, I skipped the week of 10. This is the last third week of school holiday. So if you are planning to go for school holiday, go on the week. Then we can skip together. So this is a basic medicated diet class. And TCM Pediatric Care, this class will start. I have enough participants to start the class. I'll be discussing from fetus, from the sperm and the egg start, all the way to puberty. What happened during this period? And this is where it's a Saturday evening, so you can join me if you want, starting from 1st June to 29 June. So Women's Health Program will be on Friday evening, whereby women is a very beautiful life cycle. What goes up will come down. The earlier age of health betterment should be around the prime time, 28 years old, and thereafter. So this is the class will be on a Friday evening, starting from June 7, 21, 28. As I mentioned, the week of 10 of June, I will skip. So you are welcome to join the class. The class will start. And I have a pain management course where we discuss what is pain. When the body feels pain, means the flow was not being able to achieve. When the body feels numb or itchy, means the flow was irregular in periods. As I outlined in the beginning of this sharing, every one of us are products of time. Remember this. And there's always time available as long as you're still breathing. Because in TCM perspective, 有一口气在 means you can be safe. This course on pain management will be on the Thursday night, starting in June period, skipping, as I said, the week of 10. So you can welcome to join me. It's a 3 session. And self-help management will look into the following. Symptoms such as insomnia, GERD, vertigo, hyperhidrosis, and polyuria. And this will be on Wednesday evening in the coming next week, if you're keen to attend. So this is a self-help management course that will be starting next week. So you are welcome to join the course. And there's a Chinese version as well. And this is where I look into, as I said, where is look up until if you're on the morning, on the Wednesday morning. I'm effectively bilingual. I'm actually a 华校生. But when I speak English, I try not to. When I speak Singlish, I try not to speak Chinese. So this is a self-help management class in Chinese. So SkillsFuture class. I've been with the SkillsFuture at PA since 2016. I have already more than 4,000 participants in Singapore who have already attended my courses, inspired since 2016. I've lost count of how many actually. Last time my handphone had at least 200 WhatsApp groups. So this is where the immediate next course is on next Thursday night. We will be in Toa Payoh East. And there's another program that I'll be developing with Pasir Ris East, Marymount CC as well. And you're also welcome to join my more than 6,000 students worldwide on Udemy. Now I have more than 6,400 participants coming from 148 countries. And it's something that I'm very happy, okay? to discover ancient wisdoms. And for a limited time period, you can get the offer are just $12.99. And all courses of Udemy are lifetime, meaning the program will be there and all updates will be free and you can always learn. These are my sharing and I will appreciate you join me until now. There's this particular discount code TNY-24AVIP. Those who have attended the program today, you'll be entitled to 5% discount to all my SkillsFuture classes. And I'll be sending this note to all of you who have signed up anyway. And the free scrapping tool will worth $12 will be attending the classroom class, just like bringing me this voucher. Okay, see you in class one of these days. Thank you.